For those of you out there that don't know who I am, my name is Rachel Parker. A lot of you that grew up with me know me as Rachel Bartram, and a lot of people don't know my story. I got married at a very young age. I had my first daughter when I was 20 years old, and she was extremely premature, and she didn't make it. 11 months later, I had my second daughter, and she was extremely premature, and she didn't make it. And I had a massive nervous breakdown. I had to take medicine for quite a long time. I was on suicide watch because everybody was afraid I was going to hurt myself. And when I was 25, I gave birth to Delaney, my daughter, who is now 7. And if you don't know Delaney, she was born 1 pound 6 ounces. And I was always told that she'd be a vegetable. And if you have had the grace to meet this kid, she's awesome. She is severely disabled. She has cerebral palsy, and she has a rare form of, I guess you'd call it epilepsy, called Lennox-Gastaut. She has a pacemaker on the left side of her chest that goes into her brain. But I look at it as I'm blessed to have her because I lost 2 kids. And, you know, I have bad days, I have good days, but I have a lot of bad days where it's like, why did this have to happen to me? Or I have a lot of people ask me, how do you keep going? I don't have a choice, you know. I can't just dump her off on the side of the road and be like, I don't want to be a mom anymore, you know. And I suffer severely with depression. Nowadays, I don't want to hurt myself or anything like that. But back in the day when I lost my 2 kids, 11 months apart, I really thought it was the end of me. And I can tell you this, I've lost a lot of friends to suicide. I had a good buddy who always said he was going to hurt himself. We'd party hard, he'd always say he was going to hurt himself. And, you know, we'd joke around, and one day he finally did it. And that's when I realized, wow, you know, this stuff really does happen, you know. I mean, when I was younger, I lost a good buddy to suicide. And as I got older, I lost more and more people. And I want everybody out there to know, don't be afraid to ask for help, because I did. And it was the best thing I ever did. I go to a counselor who doesn't know me, and I vent to him about my problems, issues I've had. I go every week, every Monday. I go see a psychiatrist just to keep my head level and to keep me right with me. And I don't want anybody out there to think they're crazy or anything like that if they go see a counselor, a psychiatrist, whatever it may be, or if they confide in a friend. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help if you're depressed or suicidal, because depression is a serious issue. And everybody always says how happy I am, but sometimes deep down inside, I'm dying inside. And it's okay to ask for, I'm telling everybody, it's okay to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed. I'm really proud of bringing in for making this page. I appreciate it. It's cool to hear you speak and everything you're doing for our community. I wish more people would come out with their stories, because you could change one person's life, and that's all it takes, is changing one person's life, and you can make a difference. So I hope to hear more people's stories. And like I said, don't be afraid. Even if you need to message me, I'm a good listener. Even though I'm a loudmouth, I'm a very good listener. So my message is, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid or think you're crazy if you need to be put on depression medicine, because we all have our ups and downs in life, and it's okay to ask for help. And P.S. sorry if you hear my dogs whining in the background. They went out before it rained. So I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. It's almost 3:30, so have a good night, everybody. And like I said, tell your story. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's many people out there that care and will listen. So have a great night.